What's up, everybody? Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to the channel. That was an impressive win over the weekend for Dylan Raiola and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. We all saw it. Nebraska took care of business at home and sent Shedeur Sanders and Colorado back home with the L. I think the one guy that has impressed more than any other guy is the guy who walks like Patrick Mahomes, has swag like Patrick Mahomes, wears number 15 like Patrick Mahomes, and looks like Patrick Mahomes. Raiola has the number, the colors, the haircut, the mannerism of Mahomes. He even has the arm talent and arm strength. I'm impressed from what I'm seeing. I will say it is honestly uncomfortable how much Raiola's mannerism and playing style are like Patrick Mahomes. It's kind of weird and creepy in a way. Like, whoa, this guy is coming. If he hasn't arrived already, I'm high on this kid, man, let me tell you. And the team that he beat is not as advertised. Colorado is must-see TV, folks, but they're not as good. Dion rebranded that university. It's like he revived Colorado football. The hype is so real for Colorado. You could feel the buzz in the air. I'm sorry, but Coach Prime's team, although entertaining and exciting to watch, the Buffaloes are not very good. When you watch that game on Saturday and you see the beating Shedeur Sanders took because he has no wall around him, I'm just being transparent when I say Colorado, in large part because of Deion Sanders, sets the bar high with all that flash and talk. I looked at this game and I said, damn, this team's offensive line couldn't protect the President of the United States, let alone their quarterback. The problems that plagued Colorado last year still exist. Can't do anything without a solid offensive line. Colorado runs a fast-paced offense, quick throws, and decision-making. And still, Shedeur has no time to throw the ball. That's not a good thing at all. It's honestly hard to remain optimistic when it's not going to get any better. It's only going to get worse. This will take some time. It may never be a time that Colorado reaches the playoffs in the Coach Prime era. I can say he put them on a map, so that's a start. And for a guy who has done a lot of talking and boasting about what his son can do, what this team is going to do, and all this stuff, the program has gained a lot of popularity because of it. And what can't be denied is his economic impact on Colorado. The flip side of that is their inability to take the field on Saturdays and win football games. There are too many holes in the existing roster, even though they have two of the most talented faces in the country in Shedeur and Travis Hunter. The whole offensive line is, let's just call it for what it is, unproven. Shedeur will have many tough moments as a sophomore. Their 28-10 loss to Nebraska was concerning, very concerning. I was concerned when I saw them against North Dakota State. Yeah, you won the game, but barely escaped. You survived. Some of the things that I saw last year, they haven't gotten fixed. Remember these guys from a year ago? It hasn't actually been long since we've seen this same team that we're watching now. It's basically a repeat of last season. Colorado has a ton of stars. They're flashy, fun, and explosive. They're not elite. The unimpressive part was, of course, doing the same thing over again, expecting different results. That's insanity. It did not look good on Saturday. They're not as tough as they make it sound. And listen, their quarterback, Shedeur, is out there running for his life. I don't think Colorado somehow is good enough to put the pieces together. The team is not very good. The offense was inconsistent. The defense was utterly dominated by a freshman quarterback in the entirety of the first half, it would help if they can stop the run. It would help tremendously if they had guys on defense who can consistently pressure the quarterback. It would also be nice if somebody can run the damn football. Not being able to protect the quarterback continues a trend of bad football. I don't care who your quarterback is. I don't care. He can be the number one quarterback in the nation. If he doesn't have any protection, he's limited on what he can do. It takes a lot out of you. The worst part is that Shedeur is assaulted multiple times a game. This O-line is letting their quarterback take a beating and get physically abused by pass rushers. If you can't run it, you can't protect. If you can't pressure the quarterback, you can't stop the run. The only thing left is special teams. If you can't do any of those things, then you're going to lose football games. Plain and simple. You're going to lose football games. And look, we know Shedeur is a product of his father, Dion. No humility, no accountability, no leadership. When things go wrong, it's someone else's fault. It's always someone else to blame. And the unfortunate thing, as much as I like Shedeur and Dion, you have a coach and his son, the team's quarterback, not facing up to their faults and instead placing the blame on other people. If Colorado is to navigate its first season back in the Big 12 conference and reach the refashioned college football playoffs, Shedeur would be the key component. Good player, gifted, athletic, and a future first-round draft pick. But I'll be the first to acknowledge that he needs to humble himself and grow up and stop listening to his daddy on everything. Stop listening to your daddy. Stop listening to what your daddy is telling you. That doesn't mean not to hear him out or not to take his advice, but just be your own person, dude. He took none of the blame for the team's loss against Nebraska. Sounds like something his dad would do. Zero accountability, no question. He's an extremely talented quarterback, but if this is how he leads, playing on Sundays won't be in his future. Time after time, he blames others for his team's letdowns and throws guys under the bus. It's so much buzz surrounding this team that nobody can actually focus on winning football games. Well, it's about to get louder because now everybody is really talking about you and how bad the team is struggling. If they don't fix the rest of the problems that came up on Sunday, specifically the offensive line and the run game, Dion's dream of making it to the playoffs go unrealized.